So the trade deadline just happened today. The Houston Texans did not make a move. And there are two sides of the spectrum. You either the side that is very happy that the Houston Texans kept core players like J.J. Watt, Merciless, Justin Reed, all those guys. We are giving the head coach these core players that we know can play football and can build around them and build a Super Bowl caliber team. Then you're on the other side. The other side is, why didn't you try to trade away these players? Why didn't you trade away Will Fuller? Why didn't you trade away J.J. Watt? Why didn't you get rid of Whitney Merciless's huge contract that he had? Now, which side am I on? I'm on a little bit of both. We're going to discuss it next. Let's cue the intro.
It's the city of the dream team. Hakeem, Two-Ring, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a fantastic episode of 713 Houston Sports. It's Mr. 713. Don't forget, guys, if this is your first time watching, feel free to subscribe. I'm getting back to the rhythm of posting every single day now that my hours at work have changed. So we're back, boys. The trade deadline was today. And like I said in the intro, the Houston Texans had no moves. So the huge question is I'm going to ask you guys, let me know what you guys think is, did the Houston Texans win the trade deadline? Now, me, like I said in the intro, I'm on both sides of the spectrum. I'm very happy that J.J. Watt and Will Fuller are still Houston Texans because they're great players that whoever the next head coach is, whether it's Bieniemy, Saleh, or Joe Brady, and much more, are going to have them in their arsenal. I'm happy that Eric Bieniemy or Joe Brady, who are offensive-minded coaches, is going to have a wide receiver like Will Fuller. I'm happy that Robert Saleh, who is a defensive-minded head coach, is going to have a J.J. Watt, Justin Reed, Whitney Merciless. Then on the other side, it's like I wanted to give them opportunities to improve this team through the draft. Also, in free agency, here's what I mean about that. Whitney Merciless is being overpaid. You could have traded him, got that huge contract out, and you have $54 million off your books. You could have traded, I know Bernard McKinney was hurt, but you could have had an opportunity to unload his contract, or maybe you will in the offseason. I think the draft is huge for developmental players. And for the people who keep on telling me in the comments, why are you worried about draft picks? Look at the teams that are winning. Let's look at the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes was drafted. The right tackle, Schwartz, was drafted. Clyde Edwards-Helaire drafted. Kelsey drafted. Tyreek Hill drafted. Look at the Baltimore Ravens. Mark Andrews drafted. Lamar Jackson drafted. J.K. Dobbins drafted. Then you got to look at the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson drafted. DK Metcalf drafted. When they had all the Legion of Boom. Sherman, Chancellor, Thomas drafted. I want draft picks for the next head coach to bring in because a new GM is going to be brought in. So I'm on both sides of the spectrum. That's why I don't know if I could truly say the Houston Texans won or don't. Because I could see both sides. And it was frustrating that we didn't make a move. Because the season is likely over. Unless we go on a crazy run. That probably will happen because Deshaun Watson is going on an absolute tear. But you had a chance to get rid of contracts. A chance to give the younger guys a shot. And what I mean by that is you could have traded Brendan Scarlett and let Jonathan Grenard take his spot. You could have traded away Whitney Merciless and let Jacob Martin fulfill that role. But you chose to keep the same guys. But on the other hand, you're thinking another head coach is going to make this work. So it's really a question, man. It's really a hard topic because if the Houston Texans were supposed to be sellers. They were supposed to get as much draft capital, get as much salary off their books, so that whoever head coach it is can play with. But at the end of the trade deadline, I could say we kept the core guys. Even though I didn't like it, I'm not mad at it. Whoever the new head coach is going to have a lot of work now. Can he get it done? We won't know. Only time will tell. Let me know, did you think the Houston Texans won the trade deadline? As always, you guys have a blessed day.